and welcome to Thronecraft News in our brand new studio. My name is Ito and I will be your host for the last 2 weeks' news. Our top news are the end of Aoya's longest winter, Gunroth banning supernaturals, and the return of full stability to the southern cities. Our first top news this week is the end of winter. If you remember, 10 episodes ago, our first news to you was the beginning of winter. 11 weeks later, winter has finally ended. It was Aoya's first winter, and a very long one indeed. But all cities managed well and survived. There were no large famines on records, since all cities kept large food stores and helped each other out. The only issue is that the two major religions in Aoya are claiming that their gods are responsible for ending winter. It is the beginning of tensions between those two religions, only hardening the tensions between some cities, like Gunroth or Soralis. In more news, Gunroth has banned supernaturals within their walls and territory. It isn't the first city in Aoya to ban supernaturals. The city of Duras, the city of New Kargith, and even Dawnkeep now, as place of Razar's inquisitors and warriors, has banned supernaturals before. And now Gunroth, as fourth city, is banning all supernaturals, or obliging them to get cured to remain in the city. It is a very harsh choice, but one that has to be made, since many believe that this is a long time to break the supernaturals, who are free citizens in most cities of Aoya, doing whatever they wish to do without restrictions or supervision. In last, the return of stability in the southern cities. 2 weeks ago, Eurith, Stonovan and Soralis were in open rebellion, with weak governments and many pretenders and rebellious factions. It all started in Soralis, where the council and its people started to dislike their king, wanting and eventually dethroning him. But the rebels were not united, creating a major issue for what to do after dethroning the king, who was still alive. Today the city has returned to stability. They have captured the former king and burned him, and the different factions came to an agreement. In Stonovan, on the other side, a new claimant to the throne had risen, wanting to replace King Ben of Stonovan, who was seen as too inactive. It caused a lot of uproar, so much that most of Stonovan's government had to leave, leaving the city without much leadership. Today, the daughter of King Ben, Lucinda, has taken over and returned the city to a good stability. Lastly, in Eurith, the city was in open rebellion as well. If you remember, on one side there was the Nationalist Party trying to end democracy, and on the other the Hules. In the end, after a very quick and doubting vote, Eurith became a monarchy, under the now King Andrew, former leader of the Nationalist Party. Officially, they came to an agreement with the Hules to make peace. Unofficially, military force might have been used. Although the city is back to stability, there are many citizens who still left the city, like the formidable Lord Vagar, former commander of the Guard, or the Professor Tithian Newwind. In conclusion, a great wave of rebellion in the south has only brought a return to many monarchies. Only Soralis remains as a semi-democracy in the world. In last news, and a happy one, the wedding of Rosaline and King Ben of Gunroth. The happy couple has been wed last week in Gunroth, in the Church of Razar. They have hence taken residence in a new royal court of Gunroth, where they reside today with their entire family that has hence grown with the birth of Prince Daniel Grenos, second son of King Ben. This was Thronecraft News. Thank you for watching and see you next week.